What is up, plant community? So, this video has been long overdue, and I feel like it definitely needs to be needed now. So, I wanted to talk about how to overwinter your bonsai trees. Your trees that could either potentially become bonsais or will be bonsais, like this cypress here, will potentially be a bonsai. It's a European cypress. Anywho, so there's different ways you can overwinter your trees. So one of the things you can do is keep them out where they're getting a lot of sun and have them in a black pot. That'll keep the roots warm. Keep them fairly warm so that way they can manage to survive the winter, because it's important to remember your pots are always going to be colder than what the ground is, because the ground will always be warmer because it's on a lower level where you have all that soil raised up from ground level. So it's always important to keep that in mind. Now, there is several ways you can overwinter your bonsais. I've seen it done with a few bonsai YouTubers myself. So what I'm doing right now is I'm keeping this guy in a black pot because we haven't been getting any snow lately. Now, it's important to remember snow will be your friend for your bonsais, and it'll help water them too during the winter. So, what you can do is you can, whenever you're outside shoveling your sidewalks or anything like that, you can take all that snow and just compact it and pile it up all around your tree, even on the top of your tree if you wanted to, and that would keep it pretty warm down there because the snow will become an insulator. So it'll be warmer underneath the snow than it would be outside of it. So it's important to keep that in mind, as that's one way of insulating your bonsais and keeping them warm for over the winter. Because we must remember, even though these trees are technically cold hardy, they're cold hardy in the ground. A lot of your trees and plants in general that are cold hardy can survive colds, but when colds get extreme, that's when you might have to come in and intervene and protect your bonsai tree. So like this guy, even though he could stand our climate here, if we got real cold, I'd probably take him in since we ain't got no snow. Um, So another thing you can do is you can use red mulch over there, or any type of mulch. It doesn't have to be red, it can be black. But you could use mulch, and you could cover your bonsais up that way. Just set them in a little area, pile all that mulch up over it, and that'll protect your bonsais through the winter. I mean, again, they'll always defoliate because it's going to be pretty cold still, but you can definitely get them through that way. So another thing you could definitely do is I've seen people do this too, and this is includes the mulch and the ground. Is you could have a designated area for your bonsai trees, your cold hardy ones, and you could basically dig a little hole in the ground, or if you have multiples, you can dig one big hole, and you can just place mulch over it, so that way the ground keeps it insulated, and the mulch will also keep it insulated and keep it warm for the winter. Another thing you could do is you could have a greenhouse. You can overwinter them in a greenhouse that doesn't get too cold, that protects them from frost and other potential damage. Of course, you could do what I've been doing, since this is really my only major cold hardy bonsai, is you can just take them in if you only got one major cold hardy bonsai, or you can have, basically, you could set up a little box on the side of your house, and this is something that somebody's doing on another YouTube channel. And this little frame is insulated, and it keeps it warm in there for the most part. And that seems to really help his bonsais that ain't cold hardy down where he's located at, which is Canada. And that really seems to help him get by and help him get through the winter with the bonsais. So that's really about it. Not much to it to the cold hardy bonsais. Of course, you don't want to fertilize during the winter, you want to hold that back. Otherwise, than that, it's really about it. Let the rain naturally take care of them, let the snow naturally take care of them. Don't water them, at least that's what I've been doing. And that's really seemed to have been working for this guy. I don't mess with him. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it educational, and I hope you learned something from this short little bonsai video. Have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Of course, leave me a like, share, and subscribe. It really helps this channel out, and it helps me get out there and teach everything about plants to everybody. Thank you. Have a good rest of the day.